Hello students, so this is our next part of video, that is here we are going to discuss today the nomenclature of organic compounds. So in our previous class we have discussed about different types of nomenclature for aliphatic compounds. So here today we are going to discuss nomenclature of not actually organic aromatic compounds. Nomenclature of aromatic compounds. Okay, so aromatic means actually the compounds which contain a benzene ring in it, right? A benzene ring is present in aromatic compounds. So here we will see different types of derivatives of this benzene ring. So first is that monosubstituted derivative of benzene. Monosubstituted derivative means what? Suppose, as we know that there are 4 carbon atoms present in the, there are 6 carbon atoms present in the benzene ring with alternate double bonds, and each of them is connected with one hydrogen atom. So what is meant by monosubstituted? So if one hydrogen atom from any position, okay, because all the carbons are equivalent, so if any of the hydrogen atom is substituted by any other group, suppose any other group X, so then it is called monosubstituted. Then it is called monosubstituted when any other atom or group of atoms, okay, X could be one atom like chlorine, bromine, iodine, this could be there, or group of atoms. Group of atom means like CH3, OH, NO2, okay. So this type of atoms or group of atoms which are called radicals, this could be added to any place or to any carbon of the benzene ring. So when only one type of atom, only one atom or group of atoms are connected with the benzene ring, it is called monosubstituted, because mono means one. That means one hydrogen atom from this place has been substituted by that atom or by that group of atoms. Next is disubstituted. Disubstituted means what? When not only one, 2 hydrogen atoms will be substituted. So in place of this hydrogen, same type or another type of atom or group of atoms is coming. So when 2 hydrogen atoms are substituted in a benzene ring, so then it is called disubstituted benzene ring. Now we can get 3 types of disubstituted benzene ring. So what are they? So in this example, you could see that these 2 atoms or this 2 group of atoms, they are present adjacent in adjacent carbons, or they are present they are just adjacent to each other. So this type of compound is called orthoderivative. In short, O. Okay, these are called orthoderivatives when the 2 newly added, these 2 external atoms or group of atoms are connected with the adjacent carbons, then these are orthoderivatives. If the second type of atom which is coming, if it is added, and one more thing by which we could easily identify on which carbon it is added, suppose this is first carbon, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So when the two atoms or group of atoms, the 2 substituents I am telling, when the 2 substituents are added with the adjacent carbons like 1 and 2, 2 and 3, so then these are called orthoderivatives. If the substituent is added to, if the substituent is added or it is substituting the hydrogen from the third position or from a carbon which is just one carbon away from the substituent, then these two carbons are, then these two or this type of derivative is called meta derivative. This is called meta derivative, and in short form it is denoted by M. Okay, when the two substituents are present not adjacent positions but just one carbon away. Okay, one carbon away, so then this is called meta derivatives. Next, if these two substituents they are present in a diagonal position, just like this could be the diagonal. So if the two substituents are present just opposite to each other or diagonally opposite to each other, just like there could be C1 C4, C2 C5 or C3 C6, just opposite to the carbon. Okay, just with the two opposite carbons, if two atoms are attached, if two substituents are added, then it is called para derivative. Then it is called para derivative. Sorry, P, then hyphen you have to write. So here three types of substituents we are getting. First one is ortho, second one is meta, and third one is para. So which one is ortho? When the two substituents are present at the adjacent positions or with the adjacent carbons, just like 1 and 2. 1 and 2, these two derivatives are called ortho derivative. When the two substituents are just one carbon away or at alternate positions, just like 1 and 3, okay, 1 and 3, 2 and 6, 6 and 4, just like this. So these are called meta derivatives. And when the two substituents, these are added just in opposite carbons or in diagonally opposite or diagonally placed carbons, so these are called para derivatives. So in disubstituted derivatives, we are getting three types: meta, ortho, meta and para. But in monosubstituted, only one type is there. So now here we will see different types of the UPAC names or the nomenclature of different types of compounds. First I am starting with hydrocarbons. So normally this is called benzene ring. Now when a CH3 is present here, when a CH3 is present with the benzene ring, then it is called toluene. Okay, this is benzene. This is benzene and this is toluene. When two CH3 groups are present, okay, at ortho positions or adjacent positions, then the particular name is xylene. And as two CH3 groups are present at ortho positions, so this is called orthoxylene. If two CH3 groups will be present at 1 and 3 carbons, then it will be metaxylene. And if two CH3 groups are at para positions, then it will be known as paraxylene. Okay, so ortho, meta, para, three types of derivatives could be seen for the xylene. So whenever another name we could give to it is that 1, 2 dimethyl, because you have to start from any CH3, so the name will be 1,2 dimethyl benzene. When that will be the para compound, when that will be the meta compound, then the name will be 1,3 dimethyl benzene. And in case of para, you have to give 1,4 dimethyl benzene. Okay, so the common name is xylene, but the UPAC names will be just like 1,2 dimethyl, 1,3 dimethyl or 1,4 dimethyl. Okay, next is if two or more benzene rings are present with each other. If two or more benzene rings are present, then there are also aromatic compounds with different types of names. Okay, just like this is the benzene. When another benzene ring is present with it, then it is called naphthalene. This is called naphthalene. Okay. When 3 benzene rings are present, in this way, then it has the name anthracene. Anthracene. And when this benzene ring, if it is placed in a different position and in a different way, so then the name will be phenanthrene. The name of this compound is phenanthrene. So all of them are aromatic compounds because they are having benzene ring in it. Whatever the number is, if one or more than one benzene rings are present in any compound, then these are called aromatic compounds. Okay. Next we will see here halogen derivatives of benzene. Halogen derivatives. So suppose in a benzene ring, if one chlorine is present, so then the name will be chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene. If one fluorine is present, then the name will be fluorobenzene. If bromine is present, then name will be bromobenzene, and same for the iodine also, iodobenzene. So by this the name will be there. Now what will happen if any other group other than halogen, if it is present in it, so then the name will be just like if one CH3 group is there. If one CH3 group is there, so then you have to first tell the name of this CH3 as the branched. So that is, you could start from here, 2-methyl chlorobenzene. Okay, the name could be 2-methyl chlorobenzene or orthochlorotoluene. Between chlorine and CH3, which will be given the first priority? The priority should be given to the CH3 group. Okay, CH3 will be treated as the main. So here the name will be toluene. So that will be 2-chlorotoluene or orthochlorotoluene. Okay, the name will be written as orthochlorotoluene. Similarly, if 2 chlorines are present here, then it will be known as dichlorobenzene, orthodichlorobenzene. If 2 chlorines are at ortho positions, if they are at para positions, then it will be known as parachlorobenzene. Okay, by this way. Next is that when hydroxy, that means OH group is present in a benzene ring, then the name of it will be phenol. This is known as phenol when one OH group is present with the benzene. Okay. Next, if along with the OH one CH3 group is present here, then if along with the OH one CH3 group is present here, then the name will be orthohydroxytoluene. Okay, this CH3 you have to write along with it, and CH3 with the benzene is known as toluene. After that you have to write the name of the group, that is orthohydroxytoluene. Another name is also there. When OH group is present in toluene, then it is known also as cresol. So orthocresol, okay, as well as metacresol, paracresol. This type of name also could be there. Next is what happens when 2 OH groups will be there. So 2 OH groups could be at ortho, para. Just like 1,2 dihydroxybenzene, this will be. If they are at meta positions, then it will be 1,3 dihydroxy. 2 OH groups are there, so dihydroxy. Here also 1,2 dihydroxy, and if there is para compound, then 1,4 dihydroxy. Okay, but there are some common names which are also very useful. So what are the common names for them? When this is present in a ortho compound, then the name is catechol. Catechol. CAT is CH oval. Okay. CAT, CHE, catechol, COL. CATCHE, COL. Catechol. When they are present at para positions, this is having the name that is quinol. 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 And the meta compound is known as resorcinol. This is known as resorcinol. So they are having different names. Okay. Next is that these are all hydroxy derivatives having OH. Next is ether type compound or ether type bonding. Just like if one benzene ring is having OCH3 group, then it could be known as methoxybenzene. Okay, it could be known as methoxybenzene. The short type hydrocarbon you have to tell first. So this is the short part, this is the short hydrocarbon, then this one. So meth plus oxy, methoxy. After that benzene. Okay, another name is that anisole. That is the common name. Anisole means when one methoxy group, that is OCH3 group, is present with the benzene ring. Similarly, when there would be one C2H5 group, then if there was a C2H5 group, then that will be ethoxy. C2H5 means ethyl group, so ethoxybenzene, and the name is phenetone. The name is phenetone. Okay. Next is different examples of aldehydes. Aldehydes and ketones. Aldehyde means CHO group will be present. So when one CHO group is present with the benzene ring, then it is known as benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde. Okay. If along with the CHO, one hydroxy group is present at the ortho position, then it will be orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. Okay, orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, or the common name is salicylaldehyde. Okay, salicylaldehyde. If in place of CHO, if there was acid, carboxylic acid like COOH, if there was COOH, then the name will be benzoic acid. Benzoic acid, ec acid means carboxylic acid is present here, and if there is COOH and at ortho position there is a OH, so the name will be salicylic acid. Now it is not an aldehyde still, so this is acid and that is salicylic acid. Okay, salicylic acid. So these are the examples of them. So next is that ketone type of compound could be there also when COCH2 group is present. So many other examples you could see. Okay, many other examples you could see in the PDF notes. There is given different types of compounds like acid chloride, amine derivatives when one NH2 group will be present here. Then it is known as aniline. When one NH2 group is present here, then this is known as aniline. Okay, different types of derivatives of aniline also we could see. Okay, so these are the examples. Next, if there is a nitro NO2 group present, then it is called nitrobenzene. Then it is called nitrobenzene. So these are all the compounds. These are different types of compounds that we could see here. So many other examples you could see from the PDF notes that I will give or from your book also. Okay. Now, bicyclo ring we will see few examples of bicyclo ring. Bicyclo means, suppose there is a benzene ring like this, not a benzene ring, a cyclohexane ring, and there is one breached, there is one CH2 group which is present here. That means if I could see their bonding, that is like okay, this type of bonding is present. So now here we could see that in this compound there are totally 3 bridges. One is this is one bridge part, this is one bridge part, and in the middle this is one bridge part. So how many carbons are there in this bridge part? There are totally 2 carbons. Okay, so here it contains 2 carbon, it contains 2 carbon, and it contains, in the bridge part there is only 1 carbon. Okay, so first of all you have to count that how many carbons are present here totally. So how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So totally 7 carbons are there. So 7 carbon means it will be named as heptane. So first you have to write, as there is 2 cyclic part, this is one cyclic part and this is the second cyclic part. So bicyclo. After that you have to write the number of carbon atoms that are present in the bridge. So first you have to write the maximum numbers, then the minimum. So maximum numbers are 2, 2, and the minimum number is 1, bracket close, and totally how many carbons are present here? 7 carbons. That means name will be heptane. Okay, so bicyclo 2, 2, 1 heptane. This is the name of this compound. Next, another compound of this type, bicyclic ring having okay, so this type of compound. So here we have to start the numbering from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have to start the numbering from the carbon. These carbons are present at the joint part 1 and 6. These carbons are present at the joining part of the 2 ring. So from which ring we have to start counting? The ring which is having maximum number of carbons. From there we have to start counting. So as we could see, in this ring there are 2 rings. This is the first and this is the second. So in this ring, how many carbons are present in the ring? That is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons are present in this ring. And in this ring, how many carbons are present in the ring? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. So we have to start the counting from here, from this ring, because it is containing maximum number of carbons. Now there is one branched group at the 8th carbon, so that is the methyl. So first you have to write that 8-methyl, then bicyclo, this will be the common part for all of them, bicyclo. Then there are 2 rings. In the first ring there is total how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. So 4. And in this ring there are totally 3 carbons. So 4, 3. And how many carbons are there in total? In the chain, in the ring, there are totally 9 carbons. So 9 means nonane. Just like octane, nonane, decane. In this way the name will be 8-methyl bicyclo-nonane. Okay, this will be in capital. The starting letter should be in capital. 8-methyl bicyclo 4, 3. Okay, there is also one more thing. There is also actually 3 bonding. 3 type of joint is there. One is this part, another one is this part. This part also we have to count. Okay, this is also another part. So here there is no bridge positions. there are only the two joint carbons, but no bridge carbon or no middle carbon is present here. So as there is no carbon, between the C1 and C6, between C1 you have to count the carbons, number of carbons between C1 and C6. See here in this ring, between C1 and C6, how many carbons are there? C2, C3, C4, C5. That means 4 carbon. In this ring, between C1 and C6, how many carbons are there? C7, C8, C9. That means 3. Now in this chain, how many carbons are there? No carbon. So here the number of carbon is 0. So not only 2, you have to write 3 numbers, 4, 3, 0. Okay, 4, 3, 0. Then nonane. Okay. So in our next class we will discuss about different types of reaction mechanisms of organic chemistry. Okay, so today our class is going to end here. Thank you everyone for joining.